Realistic watercolor painting tutorial, and this time I am painting pink hibiscus bud tutorial. Let's go! An outline drawing is done. This hibiscus bud is slightly enlarged, and with an elastic eraser I'm removing the excess amount of graphite off the paper. This is quite light subject, especially around the edge lines, and we need to remove as much as possible. Also, using a white eraser, I'm removing the edge lines, which are closer to the lighter parts. From the left side we have a light source, and we need to remove as much as possible. Now let's do a color mixing. First, I will paint out colors that I think I will be using. Indian yellow, Sennelier red, permanent rose, Alizarin Crimson, Manganese Violet, Sap Green for the greener part, Ultramarine Blue also for the greener part, Perylene Green for some darker marks, and Perylene Violet for some shadow parts and some details in the main flower. Now let's do the color mixing. While I will mix, I will choose which colors of the chosen I really will use. Permanent rose together with manganese violet. We have the nice color for the base of the flower. And now permanent rose with alizarin crimson to get more warmer, adding on the side Perylene Violet for the darker. I'm not mixing them together, so I can pick as much as I need. Sap Green with lemon yellow for the greener part, and adding Ultramarine Blue on the side. Also, I can pick anytime with my brush. Indian yellow and also a little bit of lemon yellow. Now we can start painting process. In one hand I have round synthetic brush, in other hand I have paper towel. I'm using paper towel all the time, and be sure that your water is clean after mixing watercolors. Starting with one section, we can see in the reference that there are several petals. They are curved around each other, and I'm starting with one petal that I see. I'm opening a reference right beside the tutorial, or you can open on another device, on the phone, on the computer. I'm not placing reference in the tutorial itself because we can't really go into detailing. When I have my reference right beside me, I really zoom in the beginning stages, the area that I'm working on, so I'm really understand what is going on. Now I applied water layer, very thin amount, and very transparent amount of permanent rose together with manganese violet. With clean and dry brush, I wipe out the area that I see on the reference that there is the light shiny part. By dipping brush in the water, cleaning it paper towel, and lifting watercolors of the paper. Moving to the next one. Again, as you can see, I'm loading brush with very small amount of watercolors, like super transparent. We need first layer very transparent in order to control intensity, to control our tonal values, and also what is very important, after first layer we will erase the rest of the graphite marks. We don't want them to shine through watercolor layers. Watercolor layers are transparent, and especially with lighter subject, graphite marks are super visible. And after they stay visible with the finished painting, the painting looks kind of dirty. Even you can have a super beautifully painted painting, but if the graphite marks lines will be visible, it can ruin the whole impression of your painting. Moving forward, taking a smaller finer tip brush, because I'm moving to the smaller section. Even this bud is enlarged, there are still small sections, and I'm more in control when I'm using a finer tip brush. Loading brush with watercolors. If there is too much pigment or too much water, I can easily lift out with the same brush and dry it in paper towel. I always have paper towel in my left hand. It's like never leaving the whole tutorial painting process. All the time drying brush of some excess amount of water or too much pigment if I have on my brush. It's better in the beginning to paint light, then slowly increase the saturation. Again, I'm wiping out some marks that I see in reference. There's this interesting texture for this area where there are lighter marks and slightly visible petal veins. Moving forward to the next one, still using also finer tip brush. Be careful, don't go out of the edges. And I'm loading my brush with small amount of watercolors. Here slightly darker because I can see in the reference that this area is in the shadow. Here, this painting asks a lot of little brush strokes. There are lots of little things going on in this painting. So be very patiently painting this hibiscus bud. Don't rush things, don't go too dark. You will finish up with flat looking painting. If you will go transparently, it's better to add extra layer rather than don't know what to do with all the darkness. In the first layer, we are establishing color tones and light and shadow, so that we are keeping light light. Even I'm always keeping light much bigger space than it looks in the reference, because after a few layers it will become smaller and smaller. Again, as you can see, I'm lifting watercolors from the paper. With clean and dry brush, I can do that really easily. After first layer is done and when the paper is completely dry, super dry, we are removing the rest of the graphite marks. If the paper will be slightly moist, then you can easily damage the paper, but we need to remove the much as possible those graphite lines. We don't want to see through those watercolor layers. Everything needs to be accurate and neat. Beautifully painted painting can be ruined at the end with some visible graphite marks. Graphite marks make the painting look dirty, and we don't want to be that way. Speeding up the process of this painting tutorial, full-length tutorial is on my Patreon and is 1 hour and 20 minutes long. It shows the process from the beginning till the finishing touches, and with all the explanations of techniques, of approach, of mindset. So if you wanna, links are down below. Sign up and paint with me. Adding final details to this painting. I'm already painting more than an hour, and for the tutorial this is very enough, and for the starting of learning realistic watercolor painting this is also, you have a lot of information. This is your choice, that you can go a little bit more into details, into more layers. I enjoyed painting this hibiscus bud. Really nice time, learned a lot. Hope you also learned something new, and I'm really grateful that you are here. Thank you for watching, thank you for painting with me, and see you in my next tutorials. Bye bye.